देखे क्रिकेट टीवी, जहां मिलने लगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें, जहां जोश भी है, जहां होश भी है, जहां क्रिकेट है, आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी।
नमस्ते, आदाब, सत श्री अकाल, हेलो फ्रॉम क्रिकेट टीवी। और ये है विमेंस वर्ल्ड कप 2025 का स्पेशल टेलीकास्ट जो हम हर इंडिया मैच के पहले करते हैं और इंडिया मैच के बाद में करते हैं। अब तक 8 मैच हो चुके हैं। आपको बता दूं, टेबल पे ऐसा है कि इंग्लैंड नंबर 1 है 8 मैचेस के बाद। 4 अंक है उनके, 2 मैच खेले हैं, 2 मैच जीते हैं। भारत जो है वो सेकंड नंबर पे है, वो भी 2 मैच खेले हैं, 2 मैच जीते हैं, 4 अंक पे है। लेकिन जो रन रेट और नेट रन रेट जो है वो इंग्लैंड का हमसे बेहतर है, इसलिए हम 2 नंबर पे है। 3 नंबर पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया, 2 मैच जीते हैं, एक 2 मैच खेले हैं, एक जीते एक ड्रॉ हुआ, नो रिजल्ट हुआ, उसके 3 अंक पे है। और चौथे नंबर पे है सरप्राइज सरप्राइज बांग्लादेश, जो 2 मैच खेले हैं, एक जीते हैं पाकिस्तान के सामने। 5वें नंबर पे साउथ अफ्रीका, जिससे भारत कल खेलेगी। और वो 5वें नंबर पे इसलिए है क्योंकि उनका अंक उतने ही है जितने बांग्लादेश के, लेकिन उनका जो नेट रन रेट है वो बांग्लादेश से काफी नीचे है, क्योंकि पहला जो मैच खेला था साउथ अफ्रीका में उन्होंने काफी बुरा प्रदर्शन किया था और बहुत ही बुरी तरह से हारे थे इंग्लैंड के सामने। तो ये है आज की स्थिति। और फिर 6 नंबर पे है श्रीलंका, 7 नंबर पे है न्यूजीलैंड, और 8 नंबर पे है हमारा प्यारा पाकिस्तान।
प्यारा।
लेकिन आज
यस।
yes, absolutely. Our favorite punching bag. But I think today they seem to be performing well. Let's see. But Australia is fighting back, and it is a champion team. You can never know till the last ball is bowled. So coming to tomorrow's match, and our two experts are here, right here with us. And no, I don't think need any introduction. Priya Joshi, Hetvi Patel, who have been talking to you for the last quite a few months on cricket and all things cricket. So let's get down to the business of tomorrow's match. Priya,
Yes.
India, South Africa, what sort of, how is the matchup? How do you see it? And it's a new venue. We're playing in Visakhapatnam. First match
Yeah.
of of this series, of this cup being played at that venue. Your thoughts?
राइट। इट्स द 10th मैच और विशाखापट्टनम में खेला जाएगा। इंडिया का स्टार्ट अच्छा रहा है। दे हैव हैड 2 विन्स सो फार, दे प्लेड 2, दे वन 2। कंपैरेटिवली साउथ अफ्रीका देखे तो 2 खेले हैं, दे वन 1 एंड दे लॉस्ट 1। और जो हार गए वो काफी बुरी तरह से हार गए, एंड दे कुड ओनली मेक 69 रन्स इन 20 ओवर्स एंड दे वर ऑल आउट। सो वी हैव टू सी दैट। और अगर इंडिया जीत जाता है आज तो वो टॉप पोजीशन पे होगा ग्रुप में। साउथ अफ्रीका अगर जीतता है तो इट बी अ बिग बूस्ट फॉर देम बोथ इन कॉन्फिडेंस एज वेल एज इन देयर स्टैंडिंग्स। साउथ अफ्रीका इज टेबल पे कहाँ पे है साउथ अफ्रीका? आई थिंक दे आर नंबर
Five,
5। जी, 5 पे है।
number five.
अगर हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया को देखें तो 2 मैच खेले हैं, एक जीते हैं, एंड इन स्पाइट ऑफ दैट दे आर नंबर 3 और उनका रन रेट काफी अच्छा है। सो कल का जो मैच है वो इंडिया को जीतना पड़ेगा इफ दे वांट टू बी एट द टॉप पोजीशन। बॉलिंग जो है वो हमारी स्ट्रेंथ है सो फार, लेकिन बैटिंग में टॉप ऑर्डर जो है वो मेंटेन नहीं कर पाए हैं, एंड दिस इज समथिंग दैट साउथ अफ्रीका कुड टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ द वीकनेस। तो इट्स अ मैच दैट वी हैव टू सी, बिकॉज साउथ अफ्रीका जनरली एक स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम है, बट इस टूर्नामेंट में सो फार आई थिंक इंडिया इज परफॉर्म बेटर। और अगर एनालिस्ट का देखें तो दे ऑल्सो थिंक दैट देर आर 60% चांसेस ऑफ इंडिया विनिंग। सो आई होप इंडिया विंस। वेल, आई एम ऑलवेज ऑन इंडिया साइड, तो देखते हैं कैसा खेलते हैं।
On the overall score, ये भारत और साउथ अफ्रीका के बीच में 33 तक मैच हो चुके हैं,
हम्म।
जिसमें से 20 भारत जीती है, 12 साउथ अफ्रीका जीती है, और एक नो रिजल्ट। यानी वो उस हिसाब से भी तुलना करेंगे आप तो भारत की जो रन विक्ट्री रेट है वो काफी अच्छी है, और साउथ अफ्रीका को 20 बार मात दे चुके हैं। लेकिन एज द साउथ अफ्रीकन कैप्टन सेज, क्रिकेट ऑलवेज बिगिन विद जीरो। जब आप शुरू करते हैं तब जीरो से ही शुरू करते हैं, पहले आपने क्या किया उसका कोई मायने नहीं रखता है। इसलिए जब वो बाउंस बैक हुए, साउथ अफ्रीका जब बाउंस बैक हुई पहले मैच के बाद, तो ये उनका एक डायलॉग था उनका पोस्ट मैच में कि क्रिकेट इज अ गेम दैट ऑलवेज स्टार्ट फ्रॉम जीरो। and I think that's a
Right.
fantastic way to look at it.
Hmm.
After a very horrible first outing, they did come back strongly against a good team like New Zealand. So they are sort of on the ascendancy. So Hetvi, your thoughts on tomorrow's match and where do you see किसका पलड़ा भारी है और क्यों?
साउथ अफ्रीका इज कमिंग बैक फ्रॉम अ स्ट्रॉन्ग लाइक न्यूजीलैंड के सामने उन्होंने काफी अच्छे से खेला और दैट्स हाउ दे आर कमिंग बैक, दे आर कमिंग बैक विद लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस. व्हाइल वी स्पोक इन आवर प्रीवियस रिकॉर्डिंग एज वेल कि हमने जीता है बट वी वन अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान, वी वन अगेंस्ट श्रीलंका,
Yeah.
which are not that competitive of a team for now. तो आई थिंक हमारा जो कॉन्फिडेंस है वो कल कल के मैच के बाद समझ में आएगा, हाउ वेल वी परफॉर्म एंड हाउ वेल वी डू. वाइजैक आई मैं पढ़ रही थी कि वो इट्स गोइंग टू बी ह्यूमिड, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी एज इजी. तो जो स्पिनर्स पे हम जितना रिलाई करते हैं वो नहीं हो पाएगा उतना इफ वी बोल सेकेंड. तो आई थिंक इट विल बी अ गुड टेस्ट.
Yes, I think tomorrow is going to be the first acid test for India, I think, to
Yeah.
be playing against a opponent that is not made or not perceived at least to be inferior to India, whereas the first two were on form on paper. ऐसा लग रहा था शुरू मैच के पहले ही कि भारत का पलड़ा भारी है, लेकिन कल जो मैच होने वाली है उसमें साउथ अफ्रीका जो है काफी अच्छे प्लेयर्स हैं उनके, बहुत ही नप्पे तुले हैं, वेटरन्स भी है, एक दो नए भी हैं. तो इट्स अ मिक्स ऑफ experience and youth there in that team. And I think bouncing back from 69 all out against England to scoring 230 plus against New Zealand while chasing is a very, very good, I think, example of how good teams can come back. Uh, Priya, your thoughts on the weaknesses that India showed in the earlier matches, and where do you think any changes will happen in the team, or you think the same team will be retained? And what are your thoughts on that?
सर चेंजेस में ऐसा है कि वी डू एक्सपेक्ट चेंजेस, लेकिन आई डोंट थिंक कि करेंगे. टॉप बैटिंग ऑर्डर अगर देखें तो उनका काफी वीक रहा है, दे हैव नॉट बीन एबल टू परफॉर्म. वी लॉस्ट विकेट्स वेरी अर्ली. तो अगर इंडिया टॉप ऑर्डर को मेंटेन करता है एंड दे आर एबल टू परफॉर्म, then I think we have a chance of winning. They can set the tone. But I don't think कि चेंजेस कुछ करेंगे. आई डोंट नो अबाउट अमनजोत, कुछ मैंने पढ़ा नहीं है इफ शी इज प्लेइंग दिस मैच और नो, but I would say that she should be in the top order.
You think she should come back into the team?
Yeah.
Then the then the issue will be who should go,
Hmm.
because there is still not many people who have vastly underperformed. They have underperformed, but not that
Yeah.
badly. Where you would say कि इसको हटाओ.
Hmm.
Hiti, your thoughts on that? If Amanjot comes in, do you think Renuka will go, or would you
No,
sacrifice
I
an
think
all-rounder?
they need Renuka tomorrow, considering
Hmm.
the pitch, the way the pitch is. So I think they'll keep two fast bowlers, three spinners at least. कि batting line already काफी depth तक है. So even if the opening pair doesn't play, they have support, enough support until the eighth wicket to go on.
Hmm.
So I mean, I think they'll take another bowler in. Renuka Singh should come back. They'll keep Richa
Uh,
Ghosh as well because she played brilliantly in the last match as well.
Yeah, and I think the batting of South Africa at the top order was firing on all cylinders against New Zealand. But I think the first 20 overs, or at least the first 15 overs, when South Africa is batting, are going to become very critical for us to control them. Because अगर उनका जो टॉप ऑर्डर है, जो पहले चार लोग हैं, अगर वो लोग टिक गए तो फिर आगे चल के भारत को बहुत तकलीफ हो सकती है. तो मुझे लगता है जो शुरू में जो 15 या 20 ओवर होंगे, वो जो गेंदबाज है वो बिल्कुल सटीक और सतर्क और ऑन ऑन द डॉट एक्टिव होने चाहिए. रेणुका सिंह हैज दैट नैक. She's something I somehow in my mind I compare her to Arshdeep Singh when
Hmm.
I see her bowling. Though of course she's I think right-handed and Arshdeep is left-handed, but the way she's able to tie up the batsmen and not allow them to hit and take the swinging the ball away from the batsman, I think that ability that she's got from the batter. I think I think I agree that Renuka Singh is a key element tomorrow. I don't think they should drop her. But then again, the dilemma will be that if you want Amanjot back, then will you make way for, will you actually maybe she need to step out and uh, drop your spin bowling strength. But the pitch says that the pitch supports spin in the latter half. So
At
if India is going to bowl second, then having an extra spinner might help. But if India is going to bowl first, then it might not, might not need that extra spinner there to support the initial pace bowlers, and then of course the good all-rounders that we already have in the form of Neerana and Dipti,
Sharma.
not Patel.
Sharma. Deepthi Sharma.
Not no. So I just noticed, it came struck me later that two of the names are very close to you, Dipti and
Yes.
Richa both. Dipti is your mother, Richa is your sister, and both of them played well uh, in the early two matches. So I was going to say Dipti Patel, but I stopped. So I think they will. I think they will retain Renuka. The pitch is uh, a bit iffy, and because of that, so Hetvi, would you choose if you were to win the toss? What would you do?
I think I'll choose to bowl first. For a change, I'll choose to bowl first. Yeah.
So
Because,
you think,
the way the ball reacts after once the dew is there, I think bowling first is preferable.
and India has, I think India can chase well because of the depth in the batting. It's not difficult to chase, and I think South Africa's strong batting lineup would suggest that we should put them in first, try and curtail them so that they are good chasers. They can score, even if you make 300, South Africa is capable of chasing that. So if you bring them in first, tie them down, put them down to a low score of say 230, 240, 250, then we have the batters who can actually go to that level. And India playing in India makes a big difference, of course, on that. So I think, yeah, I would also think that India should chase. And the statistics say that the first inning score is 230 average, and the team batting second has generally performed better than the team batting first. So even history would support that if India wins the toss, they should elect to bowl. And of course, if they win the toss, the referee should give them that you won the toss. They should not say you lost the toss, like they did against uh,
Pakistan.
And I think if you hear it,
Pakistan.
you should object.
Yes, I think
If
there should be some mechanism where if somebody is making a mistake, somebody sitting inside in the pavilion can say, "Boss, तुमने कुछ गलती किया, go back and correct."
Yeah,
I was surprised that they let it pass as if it was just normal. It's
Mm.
not, because batting first or bowling first in conditions which change are critical elements of victories and defeats.
yeah.
So I think that's there. So how do you see, or which player do you see, Priya, to perform? Whom would you be focusing on tomorrow from the India team? I know South Africa is somewhat of a not a unknown team to us. We don't follow women's cricket, so we can't really pick up names of the South African players unless we watch them regularly.
Mm.
But from the Indian team, now that we've watched two matches already,
Mm.
who would you think are the two or three star performers for you who need to perform tomorrow?
Sir, I would think it's Deepti Sharma because she's an all-rounder and she can bat, bowl both, and especially she's a good spinner as well, I would say. तो दीप्ति शर्मा अच्छा खेल सकती है. हरमनप्रीत कौर कैप्टन है, उनको बहुत साल का एक्सपीरियंस है. So I think especially in the middle overs it's important. So I would say Harmanpreet. I look forward to that. And Pratika Rawal, she's also shown good form in the middle order. So I would say these three.
Yes, Hetwik.
I think Smriti Mandhana needs to get back into the game. It's long due now. We have seen two matches and she hasn't performed up to her mark. She's number one in the world, like better in the world ODI right now. So I think she'll have to perform. She'll have to get back. And of course, Deepti Sharma and Sneh Rana, they they slow the middle overs. They help taking wickets. So I think they'll be important to Indian team as well.
Yeah, I think I agree with most of what the two of you said, and I think Smriti not having performed in the first two matches, and in fact, I would say having performed quite badly in match number two, for not being able to get out. Getting out at 3 runs, 4 runs is okay, but if you hold up one end and don't score and stay there for 4 overs, 5 overs, that only is self-defeating because you're not allowing the next batter to come in and maybe make more runs than you could have. So I would rather that you get out early if you're not in form rather than stick around over there. तो आई थिंक उनका कल खेलना बहुत जरूरी है और काफी सीजन कैंपेनर है साउथ अफ्रीका के क्रिकेटर्स भी बहुत ही सीजनड है एक्सपीरियंस्ड है तो जो नए लोग हैं हमारी टीम में उनको प्रेरणा देने के लिए स्मृति मंदाना मस्ट परफॉर्म टुमारो आई थिंक द लॉ ऑफ एवरेजेस इज दैट शी विल and at least a 50 from her, a quick 50 in the first in the power play in 10 overs is what we are looking at. I think the two fast bowlers are going to be very critical, Renuka and Krantik God, because if you want to control the South African natural aggression, South Africans are naturally very aggressive players, especially
Mm.
the batters. So
Mm.
if you want to control them, you must that first 15, 20 overs are going to be key, according to me. And with the pitch the way it is, and if it is cloudy and if it is a bit overcast, it could be working in favor of the seam bowlers because the ball will do its stuff when the atmosphere is heavy.
Mm.
It's very difficult for a batter to judge. There's a lot of movement in the air, so that also confuses the batter. So I think कल अगर डिपेंडिंग ऑन क्या कैसा वेदर है क्लाइमेट क्या है सनी है क्लाउडी है तो उस पे भी काफी आधारित रहेगा लेकिन दो जो गेंदबाज है हमारे दोनों को अच्छा खेलना हमारे स्पिनर्स तो अच्छा खेलते ही हैं आई थिंक श्रीचरणी एंड दीप्ति एंड स्नेह दे आर जस्ट ब्रिलियंट इन व्हाट दे डू एंड द वे दे आर एबल टू catch the batter's attention and not allow them to make runs. I think they are fantastic. But these two, I think, are going to be very, very critical for us. And if we bowl first, I think with the new ball, the new pitch, it take time for the batter to understand the pitch. So I think during that period, if we can grab 2, 3 quick wickets, it will be good for us if South Africa is batting first. So I think that's going to be critical, and let's see how it moves. Is going to be important because if the way today's match is going, upsets can happen anytime in this series. Bangladesh is playing well. Pakistan is shoring up its
Mm.
abilities. South Africa is bouncing back. Australia is a given champion. England is right on top. So I think it's going to be a very, very tight race to the top four. And therefore, every match and the runs also, the net run rate might also make a big difference because you may have 3, 4 teams on the same points. So the net run rate would come into play. मुझे लगता है भारत को सिर्फ कल जीतना नहीं है लेकिन जीतने के साथ जो नेट रन रेट है उसको
Mm.
भी सुधारना है तो
Right.
ऐसा नहीं है कि बस जीत गए तो इस हमारा काम होगा कल उनको नजर रखनी है रन रेट के ऊपर बैटिंग सेकंड ऑल्सो आई थिंक इट हेल्प्स बिकॉज यू नो how quickly you want to reach your target within how many overs if you want a certain net run rate. I think good to for them to bat second tomorrow and then look at the net run rate and not just think about winning the match tomorrow. So we can close today a short program because we're not talking much. But Priya, your
Mm.
last comments, Happy, your last comments, and then we reconvene day after tomorrow. And just for the viewers, I think from day after tomorrow we just might go live
Mm.
on YouTube and Facebook. We have the software, we have the hardware, we have the people in place now. And instead of just a recording, we probably would be going live from beginning this Saturday or latest coming Monday. So that's going to be exciting for us for Cricket TV. That's another milestone that we will be achieving. So प्रिया जाते जाते क्या बोलेंगी आप कल के मैच के बारे में और हमारे व्यूअर्स को क्या क्या बोलेंगी आप
So it'll be a very tight match because India के लिए this will be challenging. Like Hetvi said, पहले वो दो जो countries को खेले हैं, they were not challenging enough. But South Africa is a strong team. पहली मैच हारने के बाद second one they played really well. I think score wise, I expect something between 230 to 250 और इतना अगर आता
हम्म
है स्कोर, whoever bats first then it'll be challenging considering the pitch, क्योंकि पिच कभी कभी ऐसा, ये जो पिच है उसमें कहा जाता है कि it gets little slow in the second half, so it'll be an
230 to
exciting
50
match.
is
Yeah,
a good competitive
yeah,
score according to you,
yes,
whoever plays first,
exactly.
and then it becomes a good matchup. Hitvi?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with her. The same statement कि 230 to 40 कल होना चाहिए. I think South Africa should play just as well as they played against England. They should drop few catches so that we see our batters play. Also they leak runs in their death overs as well. तो एक वो भी है. तो वो भी थोड़ा कर ले तो we don't mind. But it would be a great match tomorrow. It would be very interesting. Finally a match of it would feel like even competitors, but let's see. Because
So it's
Australia is already 184 for 8 right now. We thought
uh,
175, but they've scored really
yeah,
well.
and Mooney is on 99, so probably it will be
99
the first century of the series,
this
and
ODI, yes.
she played like a lion. Absolutely, I think this is what champions stuffs are made of. You never give up, and even though your last four or last five players give their everything to ensure that what India did in the first match against Sri Lanka,
Yes.
124 for six, and then we end up to 267, something similar, but not as a good a fight back as this one, I would say. So this is quite a good one. Let's see what Pakistan does. But if South Africa has friends like you, they don't need enemies. So, let's say that let's pray that they drop all those catches that you mentioned against India, because India will need that fair share of luck, I think, against South Africa. Whilst their ability is there, merit is there, sometimes that थोड़ा सा जो एक नसीब का एक जो जो नसीब का प्ले होता है, वो प्ले बहुत जरूरी होता है ऐसे ऐसे मैचेस में. तो हम यही चाहेंगे कि कल थोड़ा सा एक हमारी तरफ घूमे,
Luck
वो
favor
नसीब
करे.
नसीब नसीब का जो पलड़ा है वो भारत की तरफ जाए, न कि साउथ अफ्रीका की तरफ. लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि काफी कांटे की टक्कर होगी. 100 हो गया बेथ मुनी का.
Yes.
Congratulations to her, the first century of Women's World Cup, and I think that's a good one. It makes the tournament interesting because nothing is one-sided. Everything is up and down. It is the emotional upheaval is always good in such matches, and you can see right there on the screen between the yellow color, the yellow jersey and the green jersey. Tomorrow it'll be blue versus green again. Let's see. So, and obviously it's a blue, 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 blue. So tomorrow we
Mhm.
see the match, and the day after tomorrow we come back and talk about the match, and hopefully we'll be smiling and talking all positive things about the match. So thank you guys for being there, and let's catch up on Friday.
Yes.
Tomorrow's Thursday, right? So we catch up on
Yep.
Friday and talk about the India South Africa match, with India having won resoundingly, hopefully. All right. Thank you.
Thank you so
See you
much.
Thank
soon then.
you.
See
Yeah.
you.
Bye. Bye.
आओ देखें किरकिरी